the studio philosophy is basically rapid prototype, right? Get it up and running as fast as possible, and then play it for the entire dev cycle, right? I mean, with Left 4 Dead, we did that. You know, the first incarnations of Left 4 Dead were basically counter terrorist and terrorist skins from Counter-Strike with gray boxes for buildings, right? With Evolve, we did the same thing. We had a prototype up and running in 4 months, which means we've been playing it for well over 3 years now in the studio. We play every night. That's another thing. You know, it's like playtest, playtest, playtest. Every single night we playtest the game. You know, as a studio. You know, and so, you know, that basically, if we don't want to play our game, nobody else is going to want to play it. The interesting thing, Evolve is actually a pretty, it predates Left 4 Dead, at least, you know, the idea. My partner Chris has been thinking about it for a long time. We've been talking about it for a long time. So the nice thing about Left 4 Dead is that some aspects of Left 4 Dead sort of proved out, you know, the idea for Evolve. One, in that, you know, people want to play co-op games, right? I mean, Chris is a huge co-op gamer. I have always been a huge co-op gamer. Any game that has co-op in it, I've always liked. You know, even since I was a kid. Secret of Mana was the first one that I played, and I didn't even know it was co-op, and then we just found out, and we were so excited. We played the crap out of that game. Yeah, so, you know, then, and probably more importantly, you know, if you think about like the tank battles, you know, when the tank comes after you in Left 4 Dead, that is arguably one of the most intense moments in that game. You know, and we look at that and we say, hey, you know, those are one of the high points of, you know, running through a round in Left 4 Dead, you know, when the tank shows up, and that's 4 versus 1, you know, so it's like, hey, you know, we can actually take this idea, expand upon it, you know, make it deeper, you know, add a lot of details and you know, metagame kind of stuff, and you know, so that's I think where you see the most of the Left 4 Dead DNA in our game. Every match has to have, you know, one of each class. You know, so we've got assault, medic, support, and trapper. You got to have one of each. And then within those classes, there are, you know, different characters. So, like, for example, there's 3 assault characters. You know, we've met Markov, and, you know, at the show here, we've met Hyde. We've still got another guy that, you know, is hiding in the shadows, waiting to be revealed. And then, you know, it's just about making sure that everyone on the team knows what their job is, because unlike, you know, our previous game, where everyone was pretty much the same, this one, everyone has a very specific job to do. You know what you need to do. If you're the medic, your job, primary job, is to keep people healed up, keep them in the fight, keep them alive, right? If you're an assault guy, your primary job is to kick the monster's ass, right? Do as much damage as you possibly can.
When you're grouping up with a newbie and who doesn't know what to do, then you instantly get pissed, of course. I mean, as a gamer. So,
well, I mean, we've got a matchmaking system that hopefully will. Well, no, it will. Not hopefully, it will. It will match new players with new players. So if you're a new player, you will be matched with a new monster, right? You know, and like in any good co-op game, right? The communication is the key. We would hope that, you know, if you're playing with a new guy, right, that you're gonna that if you communicate and say, okay, you know, like if he's the trapper, all right, trapper, you need to drop the mobile arena, right, so we can trap him. And you know, if you're working together well as a team, you know, he'll do that. And so, you know, I mean, it is a true cooperative experience, right? We don't just like dump you into a space, right, and say, yeah, you guys just go off and everyone shoot the same thing, right? No, this is cooperative, right? You know, I mean, the medic needs to keep the assault guy up so that he can do his damage, right? The trapper needs to do his job so that everyone can find the monster and do their damage. You know, don't get pissed. Just be a team and, you know, cooperate. And well, I mean, we've got a lot of good ideas for DLC. This game, we would be idiots not to capitalize on, you know, DLC, because, like I said, we've got these nice little packets of individual, sort of unique gameplay in the form of characters and monsters. You know, it's relatively easy for us to make a new character, right? Drop them in, you know, and really that really changes up the game, right? Because suddenly you've got this sort of new element that refreshes everything, you know. And like I said, you know, we're going for maximum, if not infinite replayability. You know, being able to just dump those little aspects in to sort of, you know, widen the, or, you know, increase the choices of things that you can try, you know, and play with. You know,